Literally everything that you can try, I have experienced. My finances have been attacked. My mental has been attacked. My health has been attacked. It's been a lot of perseverance. It's been a lot of tearful nights. It's been a lot of praying people. It's been a lot of support. I feel like success for me has always been twofold. Being Dr. Morgan and being a mother. And they were happening at the same time. I don't think that was the plan that I ever had. I thought that, I would have the doctor first and then the children. But it happened where it simultaneously was happening together. And it was great to be in a place to be accomplishing your life goals.
Thank you.
My name is Marquida Morgan. I am 34 years old. I am a lovely mom of one. My favorite color is pink. I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. In the honor of this situation, I am becoming Dr. Marquida Morgan. She's the example. Get the camera. You the example. I told you to make sure you're okay with what you got on camera. Marquida is a passionate, driven, focused, loving, family-oriented young lady. I like to help people. I like to throw gatherings. Sometimes I like to cook for a big party. I'm a lot of things. Hey, Gabe! I thought I was taking mommy. Thank you. I grew up on 54th and Marshfield, and I am a baby of 5. My mother would probably say I am her troubled child. I like to feel like I had the best of both worlds. I grew up in the hood, and I went to school in the best of areas possible. And so I kind of got the best of life. My mother worked. I had a working mother. She would do whatever. She would work, go, pay, however much it is to make sure we had the best of education. She is one of the nicest people that I think not only me, but most people who encounter her feel. She is going to support you regardless of anything. There was a moment in life where my mom went through her own health things, and I had to come home every day and give my mother an injection. And that kind of changed the way I looked at our relationship. And so I found the best friend in my mother. And my mother is truly my best friend. It's not many places that I go or many things that I do where she's not the first person that I'll call. So that's the development of I like to call her my ride or die. As far back as I can remember, I've been interested in medicine. I wanted to be a doctor. I think along the way, I've dibbled and dabbled in some things to try to see if that was true. And so I started with psychology, and I'm like, okay, I think I want to be a psychiatrist. This is what I want to do. And the deeper that I got into psychology, I think I realized that it was a lot of potential conflict with my religious beliefs. And around that time, I got a chance to see my first birth. And I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to deliver babies. I want to make this happen. This is my goal. Always been interested in doing medicine. And so this just led me to what type of medicine that I want to do.
Oh. Yeah. say this TT was there when mommy had me. Tell them.
You gonna count as my first official baby? Huh? What you think? Even though you delivered yourself, you just plopped up out that thing like, ah!
Yeah, that's what you did.
You didn't need no help.
Can Granny read the book? No, mommy. Moo. You're right. That's a cow. Moo.
I found out I was pregnant a week before the world shut down. My childhood friend Amber called me, and she's like, "You're pregnant," and I'm like, I don't think so. I was like, I just took a pregnancy test. It was negative. She's like, I'm telling you, you're pregnant. And I was like, okay. So I waited until Friday. I think I had taken on like a Monday or something. And I was at my niece's house. And she's like, I got a pregnancy test. You can take the pregnancy test. And I'm like, okay. So I go in the bathroom and I set the cup on the floor and I'm sitting here and I put the dropper on there. And literally when the lines popped up, I jumped up, probably spilled the urine on the floor too. And I ran out the bathroom. I'm like, I'm pregnant. And she's like, TT, you're crying. I'm like, I know. So it's been exciting from the beginning.
Hey, I did the bee.
I didn't get a chance to get an ultrasound in the beginning. I was a little further on when I got my first official ultrasound. And so I was nervous. I knew every possible negative thing that could happen. And so my anxiety was just building up. Is the baby in the right place? Is everything okay? Am I bleeding? It was just so much anxiety because I didn't know. But I was still happy. I was happy. That was the beginning of pregnancy. I did encounter some academic struggles when I first started at UIC. It was some adjustment. After I think like my second semester, that was fine. The academics was together. And then the health thing started happening. I came home from work and I had basically, when I went to the bathroom, wiped and it was blood. And we all know when you're pregnant and you see blood, you're like, what is going on? And so I'm like, this is my worst fear. I'm gonna have a miscarriage. I'm losing my baby. I was just all over the place. And I told Anthony, we called the doctor. They were trying to decide, what they thought. And so they told me to come in. I cried the whole way there. Got there. They did the exam and they called the senior resident in. She's like, oh, yeah, so you have a mass that's dilating you about 2 to 3 centimeters. She's like, I would guess that it's about 6 centimeters. And I was like, okay. And so she's like, we're gonna keep you, overnight, kind of observe you, those type of things. And I was like, all right. So I get on the phone with my sister and I'm like, oh, she's just like, it's a mass in my cervix. It's dilating me. They're gonna see if, it's making me like have preterm labor. And we're thinking in our mind, like, it's probably fibroids. Most African-American women, Black women, we have fibroids. It's on both sides of my family. My mother's side and my father's side, women have fibroids. So we weren't thinking much of it. Like, okay, it's a fibroid. And we laughed and said, ha, ha, ha. Whew, at least it's not something like cancer. We didn't know at that time that it was indeed cancer. They told me that on my initial ultrasound that they didn't see this mass and that for it to have rapidly grown to the size that it kind of sounded like it was cancerous cells and they wanted to, take a biopsy and find out. they did the biopsy, and the next day I got a call from the hospital, and I was working on the floor. And so she was like, yeah, you have cancer. It's going to be a lot of people that are going to call you after this point. I've been holding them off. I wanted to let you know the diagnosis. And so I said, well, you all told me it would be like 2 weeks. And she was like, when it's this obvious, it doesn't take that. I was in shock. I did not know how to feel, what to feel, what happened. Like, what does that mean? Like, I'm pregnant. Like, how does that work? And it was a lot. It was a lot. It was overwhelming. It changed the dynamics of the pregnancy. Here I am, going to school to be a midwife, and I wanted this natural vaginal birth, and that wasn't going to be offered to me anymore. It was like, your only option here is for you to have a C-section. The visits were different. Everything was about monitoring the cancer. The chemo, it changed my mind. There were days that I couldn't tell you what happened. I lost my hair. It stole moments from the pregnancy, the joy. I remember talking to the doctor, letting her know, like, the old wise tale, if you're sad when you're pregnant, you're gonna have this sad baby. And I'm like, I'm so nervous about that. Like, I don't know what to do. I have to be happy because I want my baby to be happy. And she's like, well, that's not true. And I'm like, I know, but I just can't help but think that now that I'm sad, my baby's gonna be sad. I waited so long to have a baby because I wanted to be financially ready for this moment. I wanted to make sure I could give my baby everything. The chemo kind of put me in I want to say like a chemo depression. And so there were days where I could literally feel my mood drop. And I didn't know what to do. My family would come in, visit me, but it was only one visitor and then only 2 people a day. They were there in every essence of the motivation, the encouragement. It was a lot of 3 o'clock in the morning phone calls, and everybody was there. There was not a person that was like, oh no, I can't talk to you. I can't be there for you. It was a lot. So everyone, my mother, my father, my siblings, my cousins, my mate, my friends, like, it was everybody. The icing on the cake for me was actually after delivery. Victor was in NICU. He was in NICU for about 2 weeks. And so when he was getting ready to come home, I got admitted back into the hospital. And that was the icing on the cake, because I'm like, the world just don't want us to be together. What is this? I'm about to be separated from my baby again. They diagnosed me with pneumonia pretty much, but I couldn't talk. I was here with my friend Kia and her husband, and it was like, and so pick that. She's like, you gotta go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm okay. But that's how bad the shortness of breath really was. I couldn't talk. And so they took like 1 liter of fluid off my lungs when I was there. And I went through the antibiotics. And me and baby came home, like, I came home first and then he came home that next day. And so I felt like it was right with the world. We were finally together. But that was the moment where it was like, this cannot get any worse.
You want to go there and take the, yeah.
She's like, what's going on?
Thank you all so much.
I remember my mom was here and I got a message that said the preliminary results showed that there was no cancer left in my body, that they were able to remove it all, that there was none in my lymph nodes. And that basically at this point, I was cancer free. When I tell you, we screamed, we shouted, we thank God, we praise God, we cried, we sang, we did so much in that moment. That day was amazing. It was nothing but great news that day. It was definitely great news.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
you. Bobsy and Topsy.
I love you.
And then this is the next doctor. She's gonna be a midwife too.
Yes.
We graduated nursing school together, and she left me, but she was supposed to be with me, and we were supposed to be doing this together.
Yes. But now she's my inspiration to finish.
Yes, yes.
I'm
so
proud of you. Words cannot express how proud I am of you. With all your trials and tribulations. I know, right, Auntie? Teach me something. I got to tell you something. I got better. You ain't going.
Thank you. I am 8 babies away from being Dr. Marquida Morgan. Unfortunately, I won't cross that lovely stage until December. So I know that we have waited forever and that it is still going to be the most joyous moment and occasion that could ever be, because I will finally, officially be Dr. Marquida Morgan. If anything this journey has taught me, I cannot plan my future. I have done everything possible to do that, like pinpoint everything, and life doesn't happen like that. You know, it comes to you as it comes, and you roll with the good and the bad, and you keep pushing, and you persevere, and you do what you need to do. The future is only up from here. The future is only up from here.
Marquida is my friend. We met about 8 years ago at the University of Chicago, and we both hated that job. But she would always say, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm gonna be a doctor. I don't need this job because I'm gonna be a doctor. And it's just so good to see like everything manifesting and coming into fruition in her life because she's so deserving of it.
Baby, I'm proud of you, Queen. Keep on going further. You are a phenomenal woman, and words can only, so many words that I probably can't even much up to say of how great you are. You are a wonderful mother. You, all the trials that you've been through, you have conquered. I just want to let you know that you are a conqueror and that you're awesome.
Hi, I'm Marquida mother, and I would like to say that I am so proud of my daughter on this journey of becoming a Dr. Morgan. Marquida have always wanted to be in the medical field. This is something that she have always worked hard for us to become. I am so proud of her. I want to congratulate her, and I want her to stay strong and continue on, and God bless.
Marquida is probably the most hardworking person I know, especially in our family. She may be the most unorganized at times, the most hot-headed at times, but truthfully, she really does get her ducks in a row at the end of the day. I truly admire that. She inspires me as a person, especially as a Black woman who is going through and coming to the medical field myself. I think she is truly an aspiration, and I really enjoy her, and especially how warm she is in social environments. I adore her, truly.
My words of encouragement for Marquida are to continue her journey. She's been on a long one, and it's not over yet. She has so much to give, and she has family, she has faith, she has friends, and I just want her to know how much love there is for her, and the continuation and the congratulations for a job well done. And I can only say that I love her, I love her, I love her.
So Quita, you know we love you and we are so proud and so happy for you. You know it has been a long time coming, from catching the babies to everything that you've been going through. We just excited that you are finally graduating and you about to be a doctor, girl. Ah!
Dr. Sister Morgan, I am so proud of you. You've been through a lot, and I don't know, I'm just so excited for you to finally get your dream. You've been talking about this since, I don't know, since I can remember growing up with you. I'm just really excited for you. I'm excited to see what God has in store for you.
Watching Quita go through this journey has really been like an inspiration to all of us, that no matter what God puts in front of you, whether good or bad, as long as you keep pushing, anything, dreams are possible. And we're just really proud of her because she did it. Like, I personally don't know how she did it, but she did it. Because baby, it was a lot. Being pregnant, having cancer, in school, and just making sure that she just continued to go to school. And that was like her passion through it all, that pushed her through everything that she went through. She's an inspiration to us just to never to give up on what we want to do. And we love her.
Yeah, we love Quita. She has been very inspirational to our whole group. We've been with her since day one in this journey to Quita becoming a doctor. So really happy. We can't wait for Quita to work her first day, you know, as a doctor. Yes. So yeah, congratulations, Quita. You know, and you know I'm rocking with you till the wheels fall off. Love you.
Congratulations, Quita. When I first met you, you said you wanted to be a doctor, and a lot of doors was closed and a lot of other doors was reopened. So, you know, you finally made it. You know, you was there to see my babies come, so you got 1 million more babies to deliver. Congratulations, I love you, and wishing you the best.
Congratulations, Quita. I'm so happy that I was able to move back home during this time to be have the front row seat, everyday seat with helping you get through this journey. I'm so proud of you, just seeing everything that you have accomplished and not giving up, even though it's been times where you felt like you wanted to, you kept pushing, and I just love you and can't wait to see everything that the difference you're gonna make for everyone.
We love you.
We love you.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for his will for Marquida Morgan's life. And because of him, she was able to successfully become a doctor. Marquida is one of my favorite nieces. She's always had tenacity, enthusiasm, creativity. She always knew and had an objective for her life. A lot of times I like to say she's a chip off the old block. She's so much like me that it's an honor for her to be my niece and for me to say that I was inspirational in her life, in her growing up. Many times we talked and I thought I was talking to myself with the enthusiasm that she had for life. Her zeal, her perseverance is really astounding, because we all know that Quita is a joy to be around, even when she has a bad adversity in her life. She never you never see her down when she's really down. She's always in a joyous mood. And I want to thank God for giving her that. And I want God to continue to be the first and foremost important person in her life, so that she can seek his face and perform according to his will for her life.
Marquida, I love you so much. You have overcome so much. You don't know how much I adore you. You like my idol, honestly. I can honestly call you my sister, and I'm getting emotional. But I'm so proud of you, and for you coming into my brother's life. love you. And I know you're gonna be a great doctor. You're gonna deliver my babies. So congratulations, I love you.
Marquida Morgan is my niece, my baby niece. She's a special little girl to me. Every things when she was a little girl, you know what mama said, I'll whoop your little booty. Stop, go in the house. Tell Marquida that, she ain't gonna tolerate it. She always got a word back. Marquida, she always gonna make my grandmama proud. I mean my mama proud. She just love her grandbaby. And I just love my niece. There's so many things in the world that you can say. It still wouldn't hit her. That's how sweet she is. She'll give you the clothes off her back to you. That girl right there, we always wonder what she's gonna make something of herself. But Lord have been blessing her. He's been good to her. I love my baby. I'm so glad she got this far. I wouldn't have did it. That's just too much schooling. The first time that I knew she was gonna do something is when she went off to college. All three of the girls upstairs that I used to pick y'all up at Greyhound bus station, when y'all was on y'all clean-up week, that's how long I knew that she's gonna be somebody. I love my baby. She's a very, very special girl.